Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here are the five for the Cavaliers. We've got Davis, Jeremy Grant out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. And for Washington, they've got Andrew Nembhard, Clint Capella out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Ben Carroll in at the three, the small forward. Well, legs, the season has only just begun. It's interesting to see which teams have gotten off to hot starts, though.
Yeah, Brian, there's a lot of different situations here early. It could be continuity, adding star power, or possibly both. But it's great when you can find that confidence level early and see if you can sustain it all season.
And building hope with a fan base as well early in the season always helps.
Absolutely energizes the entire fan base.
Here's Halliburton, following the score by Washington. Grant finds Halliburton, fires the three. It's rebounded by Washington. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
Halliburton outside. Davis with a screen on Nembhard to the middle. And Davis slams it home.
Now, how many times have we seen AD run this action? He sets a screen to get open. Davis making it look so easy.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And Carroll against Grant. Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Pass to Davis. Outside Tatum. Davis, the pass to Halliburton. Here's Grimes from outside the arc. It's Grimes on the wing. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
Yeah, smart pass by Halliburton. Drawing the defense in and then kicking it out for a triple.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Yeah, clapping back. Halliburton matching the three from the other end.
Ben Carroll surveys. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Grant. Pass to Grimes. Right side Tatum. He shoots it. The jumper from the wing off target.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Washington on D. It's a three-point game. Grant finds Tatum. No good. That would have tied it. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Siakam gets the bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside Grimes. Outside Davis. Six on the shot clock. The rebound by the Wizards. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Siakam, covered by Grimes. Tatum against DiVincenzo. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Cleveland working the ball around now. Davis, the pass to Halliburton. Oh, they get a hand on it. To end the cold spell. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Washington has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo. And though it's early, let's take a look at the Cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And it was really their defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. Cleveland, second.
And last season, they were deadly from beyond the arc. A lot of great shooters on that team.
And here are the Cavaliers now. They trail by 6. Outside Davis. Grant outside to stop the drought. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Wizards. DiVincenzo, pass to DeMarc. Pass to Capella, to the paint. And it's Capella with the jam.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
And here's Tatum. Back to Halliburton. Fires for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Halliburton's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Washington making a change here. Ivy's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Collier, he's checked in for Tatum. Nimhard with it. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Ivy outside. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Washington.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have. And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
On the wing, Davis, guarded by Capella. Davis down.
That was filthy. When Davis hammers it down, you feel the impact from here.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Wizards leading by 7. Ivy outside. They set the screen. Back to Nimhard. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Down low. Stolen by Capella. Now here's Ivy. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So it'll be Clint Capella shooting. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Washington making a change here. Reed's checked in. The free throw off from Capella. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, BA, he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Collier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside for Davis. And that one's good.
If Davis gets the ball there, forget about it. It's 2.
Washington has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Banchero passes to Nimhard. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th assist in this one.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Smart's checked in for Capella. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Massey, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Boucher comes in for Grant. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Grimes. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Halliburton. And Cleveland has possession. A 12-point game. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Smart. Tatum passes to Bassie. Rebound by the Wizards.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Ivy outside. Reed passes to Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. With some arc, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And it's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And when you watch Jaden Ivey, he's just so explosive that once he gets to the rim, even the best rim protectors have a hard time stopping him.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Pascal Siakam comes in for Banchero. Wells comes in for Nembhard. And both free throws good for Ivy. Cavaliers trail by 14. Pass to Bassie. Now here's Tatum. From downtown, drains the triple.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And there's a pick. And here's Ivy from the arc. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Collier. Wing shot on the way. And Ivy pulls it down. Washington leading by 11. Siakam outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Tatum. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
First free throw is good.
And Siakam can score from all 3 levels, which is why this team leans on him to shoulder a lot of the offensive load.
He's off on the second.
And I love how they've been the aggressors on the offensive end, so unafraid of contact, looking to score points in the lane and at the free throw line.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Collier. No points yet. Shot clock at 5. And here's Thomas from the arc.
And even though it's still early, they have got to get more aggressive out there.
Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Ivy passes to Siakam. There's a screen. There's the triple. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Thomas passes to Tatum. The 11-footer. Pass to Collier for 3. Smart grabs a miss. And so Smart will bring it up for Washington. Leading by 12. Here's Siakam. Here's Wells. Knocks it down from distance.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Tatum against Siakam. Thomas outside. Fires from deep. The shot misses. And it's Wizards ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Boucher with the block. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Tatum. Here's Collier. Oh, and Reed with a block. Wells, the pass to Siakam. And here's Smart. Back to Siakam. A deep three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Washington liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
We've got Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid out there with Kevon Looney. Then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Nembhard in at point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Davis. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass.
And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Washington leading by 15. And here's Nembhard. Outside Reed. Now Nembhard. Banchero the screen. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Banchero. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment. They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Banchero the screen. Inside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, you talk about it factor, Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
Pass to Thomas. Boucher a screen on DiVincenzo. Thomas misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Reed passes to Nembhard. Reed a screen on Grant. High post Reed. Here he goes. A slam dunk by Reed.
And what a savvy play by Banchero. He runs the pick and roll to create for another guy.
Boucher finds Thomas. Boucher a screen on DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with a steal. To the inside. Grant with a steal. And they're on the run. And finished off by Boucher.
With all the attention AD draws, if Davis moves the ball, good things will happen.
And so Banchero will bring it up for the Wizards. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. BA?
Priority straight. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Grimes, he's checked in for Thomas. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Collier. Cavaliers trail by 18. Pass to Boucher. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. In the third spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Davis with it. Give him 8 points now. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
DiVincenzo with a screen on Halliburton. Back to DiVincenzo. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Davis with a screen on Nembhard. Halliburton, the pass to Davis. Blocked! DiVincenzo on the wing, defended by Halliburton. Pass to Reed. Now here's Banchero. No good from outside. Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. Over Boucher. Banchero outside. Launches it. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Durant outside. Boucher a screen on Banchero. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Wells has checked in for Washington. And Cleveland with a change here too. Tatum's checked in. Davis looking it over. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
The first one falls.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And Tatum is really a prototypical player for today's NBA. He's a do-it-all wing with great size, an effective jump shot. Plus, he's got that hunger you want in a star player.
Now here's Nembhard. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Back to Halliburton. No good. Nice D from Nembhard. Washington leading by 18. Reed passes to Nembhard. Outside Wells. Outside Reed. Nembhard, the pass to Wells. And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Saturday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming to town. Then on Monday, they head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit.
And that game against the Rockets, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season.
First one falls for him. So for Washington, Clint Capella comes in for Looney. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Reed. So he gets them both.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Halliburton, the pass to Grant. Back to Halliburton. Tatum with a screen. Here's Grant. And too long on the shot. Wizards leading by 20. Pass to Capella. Back to Nembhard. Washington moving the ball around. Takes a 3. Wells misses. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Davis finds Halliburton. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Banchero.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Wells, the pass to Banchero. Now Siakam. Screen by Capella. And Capella slams it down.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen. And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing. Such a risky pass. Hopefully he thinks twice about attempting that again.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Cavaliers trail by 20. Outside Grimes. Pass to Davis. Rebound by the Wizards. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. And Carroll with it. Grimes covering. Shoots from 12. And Carroll no good. The Cavaliers have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. Six to shoot. Here's Halliburton. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Oh, tenacious stuff from Halliburton, making his shot while absorbing a foul.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Free throw good, Halliburton. And obviously we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Davis finds Halliburton. Three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Now here's Banchero. Last game out, he had 44. Outside Wells. Siakam for three. They get it again. Capella. And he banks in the layup. Capella's got 10 points.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Back to Halliburton. This one for three. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Wizards making a switch here. Ivy's checked in. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Cavaliers, second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Washington leading by 18. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Ivy. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Capella, the pass to Ivy. 4-3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ivy against Halliburton. Stolen by Ivy. Down low. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
The kick to Tatum. And here's Halliburton. He's got 12. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The road back is going to be a long one if they can't play smarter and take care of the ball.
Naz Reid's checked in for Washington. Marcus Smart comes in for Nembhard. Boucher's checked in for Cleveland. Wizards leading by 20. Reid sets a screen. Here's Siakam. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's made one and missed one so far at the line.
One shot.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Grimes.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Reid sets a screen. With the step back, Siakam, the pass to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Halliburton surveys the floor. To the right side. Pass to Collier. Boucher on the screen. Pulls it. Collier, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Well, that happens sometime. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 5 to shoot. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Halliburton, the pass to Tatum. Boucher, left side, deflects the pass. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Smart outside. Siakam, left side. To the paint. Right side read. Pass to Smart. And here's Ivy from the arc. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Ivy's got 9 points.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Stolen by Capella. He can't hit that time. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Washington Wizards. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Clint, an outstanding first half for this team at the defensive end of the floor. What was the key?
Just be consistent. Defensive rebounding was one of our keys tonight, and it's just the start. So we're going to try to stay locked in on it. We know this is our key in our transition to make a stop here and run. So we're just going to keep going.
Back to you guys.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
I think for the Cavaliers, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Well, let's turn now to our current game. And I tell you what, how about Clint Capella in the first half?
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So for Cleveland right now, Chris Boucher out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Davis. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Halliburton, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Capella, the pass to DiVincenzo. Capella, screen on Tatum. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, textbook pick and roll right there. Siakam doing an outstanding job playing facilitator there.
Halliburton against Nembhard. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Pass to Capella. Stolen by Davis.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
Halliburton for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Capella screen on Boucher. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Legs night in, night out. You know what you're going to get from Clint Capella.
Well, B.A., he provides activity on both ends of the floor. On the glass, he will protect the rim, and he is a constant lob threat.
That's good from Capella.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
Capella hits them both. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Tatum. Over Siakam. And it's Tatum missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Banchero. Capella, screen on Boucher. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Time after time, it's been Capella. He's doing damage.
Pass to Davis. Now Boucher, guarded by Banchero. Clock at 6. Tatum passes to Boucher. Over Banchero. Boucher, no good. Washington's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. That's good from Nembhard. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And it's 6'10" with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan. Is Anthony Davis better at the 5 position, Tim?
Well, B.A., he's versatile enough certainly to handle either spot, but he's made it clear he wants to play the 4, and given his injury history, I get where he's coming from.
That's tipped. Capella. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Davis. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. In transition, here comes Cleveland. And finished off by Tatum.
That's good hustle. Tatum beating several guys up the floor, putting himself in a position to contribute.
Here's Siakam. Got it from about 16 feet. Siakam's got 15.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The three is up. It's rebounded by Washington. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
For Cleveland, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Stolen by Capella. Nembhard outside. Oh, rejected by Boucher. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Banchero outside, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Halliburton against Nembhard. Here's Banchero. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
DiVincenzo with it. Grimes covering. Pass to Capella. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Halliburton. Boucher a screen on Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. Cleveland again missing. And here's Capella. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Back to you, Brian.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. Now here's Siakam. 15 points in the game. Siakam with a screen on Tatum. Banchero drives. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Tatum a screen on Nembhard. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Another miss by Halliburton.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist by Capella. Banchero's got 23 points. Well, Cleveland's shooting 35% so far in this one. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Boucher. Will it go? Hits the trifecta. Boucher's got 5 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Siakam. Screen by Capella. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. And he goes right over Anthony Davis and slams it down.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And Cleveland's shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Here's Davis. Excellent D there from Capella.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Banchero with a screen on Halliburton. To the inside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Tatum against Siakam. Halliburton outside. Shoots over Nembhard. Halliburton's shot is good. Halliburton's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Washington moving the ball around. The three from Banchero. DiVincenzo, the pass to Capella. Siakam outside. The three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
It's just not his night from the three, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
It's Grimes on the wing. Three-pointer, no good. And Washington with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Inside, here's Banchero. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. A nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got 10.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Nembhard for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Davis. Uncovered. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now a timeout called by Washington. So for the Wizards, Naz Reid's checked in for Capella. Wells comes in for DiVincenzo. And Ivy subbed in for Nembhard. Cleveland also making some changes. Grant's checked in for Boucher. Dick comes in for Grimes. And it's Collier in for Halliburton. Washington has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Down low. Pass to Collier. Outside Dick. And here's Tatum. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That'll be a second foul of the game. Looney's checked in for Wells. Boucher's checked in for the Cavs. Cam Thomas comes in for Tatum. Wizards on D. Here's Collier. Still no points. 5 on the clock. Shoots. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Boucher finds Grant. Thomas outside. Here's Collier. Banked it in off the glass.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Ivy outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Boucher passes to Dick. Off target from 3-point range. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
And Cleveland has possession, following the score by Washington. Thomas with the ball, and Looney picks him up defensively. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Kevon Looney picks one up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
Free throw good. Thomas.
When you watch Cam Thomas go on one of his patented scoring outbursts, it's reminiscent of the microwave. He heats up quickly and can carry the offense in stretches.
Good on both. Washington has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Pass to Looney. And here's Reed. He's covered by Grant. Thomas against Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. And here's Ivy from the arc. The offensive rebound. And Looney with the slam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Now here's Reed. Now Siakam over Dick. It's rebounded by Grant.
Hey, who's got Jeremy?
Boucher against Looney. High post Boucher. 5 points in the game. It's Thomas on the wing. Grant outside. Over Banchero. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Wizards out in front, running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Kevon Looney is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Jalen Wells. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Ivy in at the 2. That's the group for Washington right now. Pass to Collier. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Washington. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Looney inside. Covered by Boucher. And Boucher with the block. Here's Collier. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And the free throw, no good. Cleveland shooting around 35% from the field so far. Thomas outside. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land.
And Thomas right there just did a great job making himself available, getting to his spot, ready to fire.
Kicks it out to Smart. To the wing on the left. Reed passes to Smart. And here's Ivy from the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Wells. Oh, and Reed with a block. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Legs, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication and culture.
Ooh, it sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
Now here's Ivy. Smart outside. Back to Ivy. No one near him. That's good on the jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Thomas. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, it's no secret Thomas is a shoot-first kind of player. But right there, excellent pass off the pick and roll.
Thomas against Ivy. And the three off target.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Pass to Collier. And here's Grant. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
He's just trying to do too much. He's become sloppy with the basketball after a pretty clean first half.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Nembhard, he's checked in for Washington. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Boucher. Tatum comes in for Dick. Grimes, he's checked in for Thomas. And Halliburton is subbed in for Collier. Now here's Reed. Shoots over Grant. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Nembhard.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Here's Davis. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Ivy's shot is off.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Ivy. To the middle. And Looney with the slam.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
Halliburton finds Tatum. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Washington's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Nembhard against Halliburton. Pass to Reed. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And that one falls for Reed. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Now here's Grant. Halliburton, a screen on Banchero. And here's Grant from the arc. The rebound by Nembhard.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Siakam with it. He's covered by Grant. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And when it's all clicking, Banchero is dangerous. Look at what he's done so far.
Pass to Graham. Here's Tatum. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Halliburton's shot is good. Halliburton's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the coaching staff wants Halliburton to take advantage of easy scoring opportunities, including finishing in transition.
Siakam outside. Nembhard outside. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now to the paint. Stolen by Reed. Stolen by Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Pass to Siakam. And the NBA is certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
Elbow. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
So for the Wizards, Capella, he's checked in for Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in for Wells. Bassey, he's checked in for Cleveland. He does not get the second one.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Siakam finds Nembhard. Capella, screen on Halliburton. Nembhard into the lane. Left side, DiVincenzo. Counted from distance.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Now here's Halliburton. There's Davis with the 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Back to Tatum from the arc. And the 3-pointer goes.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
Capella, screen on Davis. And here's Siakam for 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
What a pass and what a slam. Tatum finishing off a pretty alley-oop.
The Wizards have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Capella, screen on Tatum. And he's going for the lob! Halliburton for 3. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Davis. Cleveland working the ball around now. Tatum can't hit.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Now here's Banchero, covered by Grimes. Banchero drives. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, how about the ferocity from Banchero? Not messing around on the drive.
Pass to Davis. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get 1 rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree. Now here's Banchero. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Siakam. Now here's DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Here's Halliburton. Blocked again!
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Siakam against Tatum. Nembhard outside. The three ball. The Cavaliers pull it in. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Tatum against Siakam. Tatum can't hit.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Wizards.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Clint Capella.
Yeah, and when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Tatum. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bassey. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
And we will see you next.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.